Many of the weekend shoppers at this store in southern China are not locals. Quite a few traveled for up to 2 hours just to catch a good deal. Buoyed by more retail choices and a stronger Hong Kong dollar against the yuan, Shenzhen has seen a surge of cross-border shoppers. One of their favorite destinations is Sam's Club, a U.S. warehouse supermarket chain.
哇，係嚟啊！咁樣賣俾街坊100蚊，搞掂。
The Ho family's haul includes a 1.5 kilogram roasted chicken going for about 40 yuan, an item seen in almost every cart, because in Hong Kong, they sell for about 250 Hong Kong dollars. Ho said his first experience with the craze of a shopping spree was organized as part of a larger weekend tour. It's a travel trend that is increasingly attractive to Hong Kongers, with nearly 10 travel agencies in the city offering similar tour packages. All of the trips include a shopping session at places like the members-only bulk retailer. This is the fourth group to have arrived at this specific Sam's Club within 20 minutes. Most are about 60 to 70 years old and said they paid 529 Hong Kong dollars each for the 2-day tour.
After this video, let me first introduce our group members. These are the image of us that we'll present in the following video. Politics is all around us. Due to the policies proposed by the government and other related factors, we have observed the social phenomenon of Hong Kong people heading north, which has brought significant change to our daily life in both social and economic aspects. By paying attention to the reason and impact of this trend, we will gain a more profound understanding of this phenomenon after this presentation. So, what is Hong Kong people heading north? It started from COVID-19 pandemic. This pandemic led to the closure of cross-border travel, severely impacting the economies of Hong Kong and Shenzhen until February 2023, that the cross-border ports were opened. After that, the demands of government to boost consumption and the people to cross borders over the past 2 years have soon been reflected in the number of passing ports number. Total of 53 million Hong Kong residents have headed north throughout 2023. The heading north trend not only leads to an increase in the volume of the consumption, but also diversifies the consumption patterns. This shift in consumption patterns shows in two aspects: consumer goods shopping and medical care. Just like in Shenzhen, heading north's top destination, its consumer goods consumption has seen considerable growth, which is clearly the realization of what Shenzhen's companies and governments is planning. Also, in medical care, due to the price difference between the two places, for the same anti-cancer target drug, self-payment in Hong Kong costs 36,000 HKD per month, while in Mainland China, it only costs less than 5,000 RMB. Therefore, more and more Hong Kong people are choosing to seek medicine care there. Shenzhen already provides 700,000 medical consumption of Hong Kong people in 2023. At the same time, the phenomenon of heading north is also reflected in the Hong Kong business community and Hong Kong government. Heading north has contributed to a close wave in Hong Kong by increasing competition with mainland companies, which accelerating the survival of the fittest and forcing local business to adapt. What is the attitude of the Hong Kong government toward this phenomenon?
阻止香港人去出外咧係不切實際，亦都唔應該嘅。所以市場嘅操作者嘅運作者咧要改啦。
很多香港居民都北上到深圳对大湾区城市去玩，这个我觉得呢，也是因为我们融入国家发展大局方面做的有成效的一部分。
There's no doubt that the current Hong Kong government hopes to utilize the heading north trend to achieve business renewal and integration with the mainland, which is also what the Chinese government hopes to see. So, what is the reason of this?
Now we are gonna talk about the causes of the wave of Hong Kong people shopping in the mainland. Do you have some ideas?
I think it would basically divide into two aspects, political and economic reason, but they actually influence each other.
That sounds interesting. Could you please deeply illustrate it?
First of all, we have one country, two systems. I know your audiences may have some disagreement, but it basically conforms to reality. For example, in mainland China, the socialism with Chinese characteristics economical system, which means the central government could control mainland prices through the control of the central industry. But Hong Kong are different, because it maintains its original capitalist system with the worldwide and the way of life unchanged for a long time, and also provided institutional guarantees for economical exchanges and contacts with mainland.
Yeah, and I think in recent years, to provide guarantees for economical exchanges and the contacts between Hong Kong and mainland, government has promoted the construction of transportation infrastructure between Hong Kong and the mainland.
Could you please provide some examples?
Yeah, of course. For example, the construction of Guangzhou-Shenzhen-Hong Kong high-speed rail and the Hong Kong-Zhuhai Macau Bridge extremely convenient Hong Kong residents to head north. Let us take the multiple transport choice between Hong Kong and Shenzhen as example. You can take MTR, drive a car, take a ferry, buy a high-speed train, or take a bus to Shenzhen. It's really convenient.
You're right, but why it is needed for some Hong Kongers to spend money in mainland?
Just like what you said, the one country, two systems make Hong Kong and mainland economic framework different, which causes the higher prices and salaries to mainland China. As you can see, the median of salary in Hong Kong is about 22,000, but for Shenzhen it's only around 7,000. Besides, a regular lunch in Hong Kong may cost you 45 to 85 Hong Kong dollars, but in Shenzhen it may only spend 30 to 60 yuan. And you can have a regular haircut in Shenzhen only about 15 yuan, but in Hong Kong it may spend you almost 200 Hong Kong dollars. So it is a better choice to spend money in Shenzhen for Hong Kongers. By the way, I know that prices of water and electricity are higher in Hong Kong. Do you think it affects the prices?
Not really. You need to understand the economical phylogenetics reasons. Is the high costs lead to high prices or the opposite? You need to know Hong Kong lack of water and energy from its beginning. That depends the prices of these are impossible to be lower. You can see the data here. In fact, Hong Kong's high prices are more due to the high cost of land, high labor costs, and high imports compared to other places. The price of water and electricity must match the local demand, cost, and human resources. So the high price of water and electricity is a consequence of the high price of electricity in Hong Kong, not the cost.
Thank you for clarifying this question. And I think there are some secondary reasons for the main issue, such as the reason of the exchange rate. In recent years, the exchange rate of the Hong Kong dollar has shown an upward trend. Therefore, the purchasing power of Hong Kong dollars in mainland China has increased. Hong Kong residents can purchase more goods and services in mainland China with the same amount of Hong Kong dollars, significantly improving cost effectiveness. Besides, since the establishment of the socialist market economic system in 1992, the marketing economy in mainland developing rapidly. Nowadays, the consumer marketing in mainland become mature. You can enjoy diverse product types, better service, great shopping environment, diverse and creative consumption scenarios in mainland, which is not inferior to the consumer market in Hong Kong at all.
This is convincible.
Hi Christina, I've been reading about the massive cross-border waves from Hong Kong to the mainland. The numbers are wild. 81 million in last year. That huge amount of people must bring significant influence to mainland.
Oh, it's transformative. Let's start with the positive part. The Hong Kong people's now consumption for the mainland is helping local business. Take the Greater Bay Area as an example. Guangdong government focuses 15 million yuan in crossing border consumption for the last year. Since the reopening for the border, the income of shopping malls in Shenzhen has increased significantly, so some of the shops has half of the customers coming from Hong Kong.
That's impressive. think that can also bring social integration between Hong Kong and Mainland. You know what? According to a survey, in last year, Hong Kongers have up to 65% satisfaction rate towards Mainland services, raised 20% since 2018. In long term, I think it will promote Hong Kong people's recognition of the Mainland.
Exactly, and it is not just reflecting in their consumptions to the mainland. So let's back to Hong Kong. Hong Kong is digital payments like the Alipay Hong Kong and the WeChat Pay Hong Kong grew 30% last year, plus 35% of Hong Kong youth now consider working in the mainland as a huge leap of 20% in 2018, so culture exchange is booming.
But hold on, what about the influence on Hong Kong? I read government data. Local retail sales have declined for 11 consecutive months. So many small shops like local specialty restaurants are closed down. Many opinions point out that it's largely related to Hong Kong people's mainland shopping waves.
I think may be not a fair point. Many of the shops were closed down for the reason of rent and the worldwide terrible economic after the pandemic.
My idea is they are complementing each other. The terrible economy caused people's cautious attitude in spending money, raised their intentions to choose the cost-effective services in the mainland, which led the local shops loses their customers, results in the closure of shops. The lack of a tenant made landowners to increase their rent, which forces more shops to close. It had already formed a vicious circle, which leads to other negative impacts to the society, like the rise of unemployment rate.
Now governments are making policies to change the situation. Hong Kong is now supporting the policies to boost local spending, like the promoting convenient tourist passing for the travelers for the improved tourism.
Sure, but I also see competitions. Shenzhen is now also consider some discounts, like offer elderly transport discounts to retain Hong Kong customers. It will face a lot of difficulty for Hong Kong to regain the upper hand in this war. For mainland society, I think there are few pain in facing these shopping waves too. Shenzhen's property prices are rising. Because of the Hong Kong buyers, local youths will face more pressure in purchasing their house. Locals are also brief about crowded restaurants. Red Note flooded with complaints about their daily life sources was squeezed out by Hong Kong people.
While concerns, there is a flip side to every coin. So the shopping waves reflect that more and more Hong Kong people make their choice to have a life in the mainland. So 330 million of Hong Kong people now live in the mainland cities. Many of young people in Hong Kong people apply their jobs in Shenzhen. So in the future, I believe that this number of Hong Kong people living in the mainland will continue increases.
Sure, some Hong Kong people consider this as a second choice of living. What worries other Hong Kongers, I think, is their identity issues. Some also fear Hong Kongers' uniqueness in culture is fading. While the local shops are closing, many Shenzhen restaurants take Hong Kong style to advertise. Will it dilute the regional nature of Hong Kong culture?
I think the integration now means the erasure. So take the Shenzhen Hong Kong style tea restaurant street. They blend both Guangdong and the Hong Kong cultures, promoting the Hong Kong culture with their high equality services. So as well as the narrowing culture gaps, it's a good thing to see it happening, isn't it? So overall, although our opinion may be diverse, we can see with the 700,000 daily border crossings. So the youth exchange is increasing. The interworld future of the Greater Bay Area is unspoilable.
You are right. It's a complex dance, but the wave is unstoppable. Speaking of which, how about we grab Hong Kong style milk tea in Shenzhen this weekend?
Only if you're ready to queue with the 60% of Hong Kong peoples.